Here I wanted to buy above this bar, but when I set my order, I set my stop order a little bit too low, so I ended up getting filled on the close of the bar. Then we triggered, so I would have been filled anyways. But I'm seeing it as a bull flag and a double bottom with a good reversal up. So there's a chance for a swing. If we get a bear signal bar, I'll exit below it. I'm trying to close above the neckline on this bar, and I have an order to take off half at 50 cents. It's looking pretty strong, so at least in terms of consecutive bull bars and getting gap closes. So I'm reluctant to take profits here, but because it limits the upside. But I think that's a reasonable balance, staying in for a swing, but also mitigating risk. So hopefully get filled on that here. I got filled on my first order, and now I'll leave the rest to see if we break strongly above the high. I'm going to see if we can break strongly above the high here. If we can, I'll stay in. If we fail, then I might just exit the whole position. Closed above the high, so good sign of strength. Now I'd like to see follow through bar. And I move my stop to break even, a little bit above break even, a little bit below the breakout bar. And I took one more share off there. It actually ended up closing with a pretty good body. It was down here for most of the bar as a bear bar, and then near the end reversed up and ended up closing above the breakout point again. So that gave it a pretty decent close, but I was hoping for another consecutive bull bar for me to keep both shares in. So because we didn't accelerate from there, I decided to just take one off, and then now I'll leave this last one, see what we get. I moved my stop to below this bear bar, so if we go below it, then I'll be stopped out of my last share. It's not looking quite as strong as I would have liked it to look at the old high. We could just be forming a flag here for a breakout, but I was hoping for it to accelerate up. I moved my stop below this bar now, this bear bar. Alright, so all out there. Finished with $2.50. Not perfect, but I think it's probably my best managed trade so far. I didn't panic out, didn't exit before I needed to. I thought getting out half at 50 cents was okay because I was risking 50 cents, so that was a 1-to-1, and it was looking strong, so I didn't want to get out of all of it. I mean, you could argue that I could have exited all right here. So I entered 4 shares, and if I exit all of it here, I make probably close to $5, $4 or $5. So but that's in hindsight. I mean, there's no way to know that this is going to happen. So I think it's definitely not perfect. Could be better, and there might be certain things that I don't know yet about how to manage this perfectly, or at least better. But it's definitely better than I've ever done, I think, in terms of a swing like this. So, I mean, it's possible that because we have a measured move target higher, that and every pullback has just been 1 or 2 bars, that we might get buyers below here and still go higher. So that might be something to learn from, but I think overall, I'm pretty happy with this trade, and happy with not just the trade itself, but happy with the progress I've made in terms of management of these types of trades.